Hi, Steve here, doing a review for Into the Badlands, Season 1, Episode 2, entitled Fist Like a Bullet. So last week I complained I thought the pilot was a little boring, there wasn't much to it. I thought this episode was much more entertaining, much more interesting, so definite plus there. We'll let you know now, I'm going to be spoiling a few things for those of you who haven't seen the episode. Okay, so here it goes. At the beginning, we see the widow. She goes to this sort of strip club type deal to recruit this guy for her army to go up against Quinn, the baron that Sonny works for. And the guy used to work for her former husband, who she killed so she could be the baron. Not much more details given, not much more is needed, because that guy is killed off right away by these nomads. They've been paid to kill her. And they kill that guy off in an axe, and then the widow gets in a fight with them. There's 10 of them, but she takes them all out pretty quickly with, the knives and the sword and the axe. She asks the last one, who sent you to kill me? The guy says it's Ryder, Quinn's son, so she kills that guy. And that's the beginning. It was a pretty exciting beginning. Another complaint here, I do like the widow character. She's a badass. And she's a redhead, so that's 2 pluses for me. But at the same time, she's a badass, redheaded woman who dresses in all black and is called the Widow. Does that sound familiar? It does. I guess if you just didn't call it a widow and you gave it a different name, she'd be a different character. But she's a little like that other widow from the Avengers. You know what I'm talking about, Black Widow. But still, I think I'll follow her character. I'm hoping she actually wins. Usually with something like this, you're supposed to be rooting against that type of person. I'm like, no, I like her better than Quinn. Quinn is an asshole. And we saw that in this episode where he goes to the doctor, who is this guy who lives off on his own. And he's the doctor, basically. And him and his wife are also the adopted parents of Vale, the woman that Sonny is in a relationship with. And that's all we get from the doctor and his wife, because Quinn decides he's going to kill the doctor off so no one can find out that Quinn, is dying. The doctor knew this. The doctor's like, hey, you got a tumor. I can't do anything to help you. Quinn goes outside with Sonny and says, Sonny, go back and take them out. And Sonny's like, what? No, we can't kill them. I mean, they're our friends. But Quinn's like, well, I see who the enemies are. So he goes in and kills them, just butchers them. So it can be held a secret. A little later, we get the story with MK running at the same time. He's the kid who had the pendant and has superpowers, and the widow was looking for him, and Sonny took him in, but then the kid ran afoul of Ryder and was supposed to die, but Sonny freed him. So he runs off and ends up meeting the widow's daughter, Tilda, who's also like this badass little ninja girl. They take him in, and the widow's like, hey, you've got to see if this kid has powers. She tells her Tilda to beat the kid up, make sure she cuts him so his powers will activate, but Tilda decides she doesn't want to do that, so they pretend like she cut him. And, I guess he isn't the magic child. He's just some other kid who ran away from Quinn's fort. And then later, they set it up so the daughter helps him escape again from another baron. And it's like, where's this story going? Is he going to go to every baron's little fortress and get kicked out and have to escape? Well, anyway, they had a few more action scenes where Ryder and Sonny try to track down these nomads who they think are stealing their opium, but it turns out it was an ambush. They had to take those guys out. Sonny takes all of them out. MK kills the last guy, saving Sonny's life. So they all go back to the fort where Sonny tells Quinn what had happened, and they've got the little kid there, MK. First, the Baron's going to kill him, but then Sonny says, no, he's our only hope, or something like that. So, once again, MK is back in the fort, and they're forgetting that they were going to execute him at one point. And at the end, like Quinn's like, "Yeah, let's go to war with the widow." Yeah, and that's all that happened. And I like this episode. It had a lot of action, had little more character development, and it's getting the story rolling. So I'll give this one like 3 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what I think of next week's episode.